Hey folks, hello Miss Show. Hi again, this is Shohei back here in Kyoto City, giving you some live tour of this beautiful area. So last part, Nara, we had fun in Nara with all the deers, a different city, a different vibe. This week we're kind of back to Kyoto, back to the basics, and I'm gonna show you around this beautiful area with the Kamo River that's behind me. One of the most popular rivers in Kyoto, at least. We see a lot of people walking down here, having some good time, walking their dogs, cycling. Cycling is a big thing in Kyoto. There's a lot of rental bike shops, and definitely recommend you do that when you're here. It's cool. It's really fun to do. Anywho, so we're gonna start showing you that. Talk about the history of this area, head to the woods, the Tadasu Woods, which a real holy woods that kind of protect the shrines that's in behind it, which is the Shimogamo Shrine, and we're going to talk about that and more. So, you know, the theme today is like the local Kyoto, the local history, the locals' favorite shrine, almost the locals' favorite. So that's kind of the theme here today. Yes, okay. Hi Michelle, hi T, good Judas, thank you so much. Yes, please do hit that like button, share button on whatever platform you're watching. Subscribe on YouTube. Hit that like button on the Facebook page of Chris Sandeman's. Cheer out to Chris Sandeman's today, who can't be joining us today, but you know, he again, shout out to my bro right there, hard worker, and inspiring guy. So anyway, shout out to him. So I'm gonna just walk towards this way, start the tour, showing you the rivers here. Okay, so the Kamo River, it's about 31 kilometers long. So that's pretty, you know, the whole city almost up and down. I'm going to show you a map later. I'm going to show you a map when we cross that bridge. Well, we don't have to cross that bridge. I'm going to show you the map now. Yes, I got some pictures and maps today to help you understand. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's great. He's with me in spirits. That's for sure. But I'm sure he's enjoying his reunion, his occasion, which I wish I'm really hoping he would do. He would have the best time at his reunion. Anywho, I'm crossing the bridge now. Let you see the river. The back angle like this. Danielle, hello from New York. Hey, hello, how you doing? So, just walking down the river here, it's just very beautiful. I always come here for just to chill out and walk. Yeah, so as you can see maybe behind me, the water is a bit more higher, there's more water than usual. Because all that rain just came out. Anywho, since I have the map here to show you, I printed out this little nifty map here. Ta-da! That's cool, right? I'm gonna put it down on the bridge here. So anywho, this is the map of Kyoto City, well, the cycling map at least. It's kind of zoomed in on the center side, on the center part. And we're actually around here at this little cross meet of the river, the crossing of the river. Now this is Kamo River right here going up, and then it goes this way. This turns into another river with another name. Anywho, we're kind of at the triangle point right here, and we're headed to the Shimogamo Shrine right there, which is very close to the Kyoto's Imperial Palace. That's where the emperor used to. Well, it's kind of a replica of where the emperor had his palace. And this is like real middle of the city. Where all the tourists would go to is around this end, right here. This is where like I did the tours in the beginning, I guess in March and April. The Aioi-sha Shrine, the Kodashi Temple, the Kiyomizu, which I did that in the winter. So anyways, we're kind of up north here around here. Just wanted to show you that and see where we're at. Okay. Flippity flip. Continue on walking here. Guys, feel free to ask any questions. I would love to interact with you all. I do have stories, but I would rather, I would just rather interact with you all. Answering questions is much more of my thing. Teague, hey, thanks for the question. I didn't think of the original Imperial Palace. Is it still there? No, it's not. The original Imperial Palace is not there. That's almost like his second house now. We call it the Kyoto's Imperial Palace. I don't think there is no original Imperial Palace anymore. The one I just showed you on the map is it's almost like a park that we call the Imperial Palace, which was kind of built around the 19th century. It's kind of fairly new. So yeah, just okay, well that's cool. Okay, oh, very sunny. So, well, that was the river. Oops, car coming in. And we're gonna head down to the Shimogamo Shrine by the woods. Anyways, so guys, the camera. All right, so that's cool. Huh. So, any guys, do you have any idea? Oh, Chris, hi. Thanks for joining in, Chris. Oh, you made it. That's awesome. That's great. Glad you joined in, guys. Anyway, so guys, do you have any idea? Well, I kind of told you this in the front. So Kyoto, you guys have any idea how old this city is? The Kyoto city is? Or, yeah, you guys have any idea on that? Rough number. No? Anywho, yeah, so Kyoto city was founded in 794 AD. Right? So 794, that's 8th century. Late 8th century. Almost like 1200 years ago. And you guys, so that's that. But the real question is, when was Japan founded? That's kind of the real question here. You guys have any idea when Japan, the country itself, was founded? All right. Well, I didn't. At least I didn't until yesterday. So, when we talk about our country's foundation, let me flip around. Much more better. Yeah, that's the entrance of the shrine. A beautiful, beautiful Shimogamo Shrine. And that's the map. All right, so that's the map. We're going in. First the woods, then to the shrines. Just wanted to show this beautiful gate here. A beautiful red vermilion gate. Okay, well, yeah, great. Oh, I got some guesses here. No idea, 600 AD. Great guesses. Well, let me tell you a story here. So when we as a Japanese talk about our country's foundation, we always kind of based it on the emperor and its family. So for example, the capital, the concept of capital, the capital of America is Washington, D.C. You know, the capital of Germany is Berlin, Mexico City, right? And which literally means it's the government or economical center. But in our terms, in the Japanese term, our capital is wherever. Our capital is wherever the emperor is. So that literally means that our emperor is Japan. Like our emperor is like the personification of this country. So when we talk about when our country started, we start from saying, it literally means that, it literally means like when did our first emperor came in power, right? So that's our kind of logic. And so history tells us, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but it's really back then, our first emperor, Emperor Jimmu, said he started his rule back in 660 BC. 660 BC, right? So that means we're almost about 2,600 and 206,080 years old, almost 80-ish years old. So that's how we consider how old our country is, starting from the first emperor. And in that context, 8th century is not so back then, because there's a lot of more history before the 8th century, before this Kyoto city was the capital, right? So anywho, so this is like the area. When I talked about how this area is about like the area for the locals, this area existed even before the city was the capital. Again, the temple dates back to like the first scriptures about this temple was founded in 90 BC and something before then. And there was a lot more artifacts that found in this part of the area of the woods around 300 BC, the Yayoi and the Jomon periods. And so this was kind of this is kind of the area that commemorates Kyoto city's formal city, you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. So this wasn't called Kyoto at all. This actually was called, the area was called the Yamashiro country, the Yamashiro land or something like that. And then, so back then it wasn't like this is like one whole country, but it was like, United States of Japan, small countries owned by noble families. And particularly, so this area, back in, I don't know, a few hundred BCs, whatever, this area was owned by a noble clan, the family called the Kamo family, right? Hence the Kamo River, hence the Shimogamo area. So this is like, literally the Kamo's family land back in prehistoric 100, 200 BC area time. All right. Kyoto is the province and Kyoto-shi is the city. Chris, that is correct. Kyoto province, we call it the prefecture, is the whole big shman, the land. Kyoto city is Kyoto-shi, which literal translation, shi is city. So I'm gonna flip the camera, we're gonna go into the woods. Anywho, so this Kamo family who ruled this area, Chris, would it have been a farmland? I'm pretty sure, yes, or it could have been a city. Not sure of that, but yeah. Anywho, so the Kamo family learned this former Kyoto land, which was called the Yamashiro land. And they were actually, fun fact, they were known to be, they were guessed to be immigrants who migrated from the Chinese continent, the main continent, back around in 300, 200 BC. So they immigrated here, made a made a name for themselves and ruled this area, the Kamo area, hence the Kamo River. And we're going to Shimogamo, or Lower Kamo Shrine, Shimogamo. Anywho, so what was I going to say? Anywho, yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, and then they were immigrants, and what they kind of did was, well, what their special. Whoa, let's see, where is the flip camera? Okay, so here we are at the entrance, and that's the map of the shrine we're going into. Beautiful lanterns and a sign that tells us that it is a World Heritage Site. Oh, thanks Teague, thanks for the super chat. And we're just about to enter the Tadasu-no-Mori. Yes, this is a World Heritage Site. In Kyoto, there's about, I think there's 17 World Heritage Sites today. And 3 of them are shrines, and this is one of them. So it's really a great place to be. So, place and Subsidiary Shrine, Mushaden Shinchi, Sacred Area of No Structure. Huh. Also, this is not about, okay, this is about the area. Okay, this is not about the shrine. I'm gonna read that later. So we're here in the woods. So this Tadasu Woods is said to be the guardian of the gods that lays at the end of the way. And this wood had a long history. A long history dates back to 300 BC. They found a lot of great artifacts from that period. And artifacts that relates to religion, relates to the shrines. So forth and so forth. So I'm just gonna start walking down here. So that's, yeah, let's just walk down. That's like the first shrine that we see. Aioi-jinja. Beautiful gate. This shrine enshrines a god of the princess god, who is, yeah, you know, the god of the women's, if you will. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just want to show you the structure here. So this guy's enshrines a princess that protects women. So if you come in here to pray, you'll be blessed by the woman god, who will, you know, protect you. So yeah, anywho, there's just talking about, this is like the, you know, this is where the locals go. This is like where the locals, famous with the locals. Since it has so much more deeper history than, you know, deeper history, which kind of dates back even more than the capital area. So let's continue our walk here. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, so we see a lot of people gathered around here. Hear the birds and all that. Yeah, so this wood dates back around 300 BC. We found a lot of artifacts from that time, confirming the existence of the shrines and the gods. The Kamo family, which, that ruled here. Yeah, different time and a place, but the present. That's a great way to say it. Peak, thanks for that. Yeah, so anyway, the Kamo family, what was so great about them is that they kind of formed the Shintoism. They had a real effect, a real part in Shintoism. Oh, and we see a small lot. They were one of the founders of Shintoism, if you will. In a way, they formed ways to build. They formed like the books. They formed the rules. Yeah, they formed the rules of Shintoism. The Kamo family and this shrine itself was known to be a very taking close part with the imperial family here. This shrine was considered their guardian family. Hello from Nova Scotia. Hey Karen, great to see you here. Oh, so we see here another shrine, a subsidy shrine here. It's called Sawatasha Festival, April 1st. So originally the Sawata Shrine deity, as a protector of the Imperial Palace, was located in Sawata precinct of Kamo Shrine site on Imperial Palace grounds. Records show that during the Nara and Heian periods, the deity split into many entities scattered around the whole country. One of many resultant shrines is the Kamo Shrine in Sato Prefect, Sawata mentioned in the dictionary Wamura as founded in the 4th month of year 2. Anywho, so it's one of the guardians, okay? So there's many subsidy shrines like this all over this woods. It's pretty cool. And I have no clue why, but there's a huge rugby ball enshrined in this area. Isn't that interesting? Teague, is it common to have shrines in forest? Yes, almost always they're in forest, or they're in like the end of the mountain. Because we believe our gods are somewhere in the nature, somewhere in the forest, somewhere in the mountains. So why is there a rugby? I need to find this out. There's a rugby ball enshrined in this one. And there is a uniform of our Japanese national rugby team with all the signatures. Ooh. Huh. Okay, so the thing is, very unexpected. So this is here because in this shrine, it's called Kemari, but it was popular sports. It was a popular sports back in the Heian old periods, where the nobles, kicked the ball. It was more like a kicking the ball kind of thing, and they had this original sport. And I guess that's why they kind of connected to the rugby team. Ooh, the New Zealand team doing the haka. Yeah. So I guess they kind of connected that with rugby, the kicking ball, and hence kind of became connected with the shrine, making this like making the connection, the rugby and the shrine here. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at this wishing board in the shape of a rugby ball. That's so cool. Yeah, anywho. So I guess this is like, the god, I guess, connected the rugby spirits, and that's why it's here. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Way to go to connect the modern contemporary ideas and the old gods. I want to show this rugby ball again. It's pretty interesting, huh? Yup. I think that's where we put the donations in the corner. I don't know how they make this stuff. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna put my donations later on when I come back here. Okay, moving on. Ooh, and this is, wow. Look at that. There's a little water fountain here. Look at that huge chunk of wood. Shohei, if we make donations, can you donate and get fortunes for us later? Yes, I was actually, yes, of course, yes. I was actually going to buy some fortunes for you guys later in the main shrine halls. So yeah, please. But if you can help me out, that's always good too. I guess this is where the place where you kind of wash your hands, be sanitized before you go in. Just a cool thing here going on, and we see another one of those shrines. What is this one? This is probably very imperial, looking by the symbols and the designs here. So yeah, the Kamo family, again, they were their importance was their taking part in the spiritual, the religious, yeah, they kind of defined the spirituality and the religious part, the Shintoism. They took a lot of credit for making the original Shintoism culture. So anywho, the ladies, oops, gimbal failure. Sorry guys, a gimbal failure. Here we go. Ah, I'm running out of batteries here. Okay. Anywho, is there a lot of natural springs in Japan? There's tons of natural springs in Japan. A lot of hot springs area. Lots of those, you know, water coming down, rivers from the mountains, etc., etc. Hold on, folks. Let me get something out here. My gimbal is running low on battery. Might have to switch to a selfie stick. Do you perhaps know, A Sparkle, do you perhaps know how old are the oldest trees in this park? Not quite sure, but I'm probably gonna say a couple hundreds or a few hundreds. I know there's some stuff that are in the Kyoto area. There's a lot of stuff that's about 500 and 600 years old. So, are there ever onsens connected to a shrine? Yes, there is. There is actually a shrine that, you know, I guess praise the god of onsens, if you will. Gimbal party. Yeah, I forgot the golden rule. I thought I would. You know, I thought, yeah, I thought I did it last night, but yeah, kind of. Anyway, so yeah, let's just go on telling the story. So, anyways, what I was telling you about that shrine right there, the Kamo family that made this shrine was dedicated so much to Shintoism. They kind of formed the foundation of Shintoism culture. That's why they were really closely connected to the imperial family. This shrine that we're heading into, the main one, is actually like, used to be like, how are you gonna say, you know, yeah, the main guardian shrine of the imperial family. And what they, and this, I heard the story that the ladies, the princesses of the Kamo family, were considered to be, let's see, what do I say? God's messengers. I forgot the word on the dictionary. So sacerdotal or something like that. They're almost like a spiritual figure that connected humans and God. They were like God's messenger. And they had this culture of the ladies, so they were kind of a special one in that way. People believe that they received this message from God, protecting special rituals and living in this special way, which basically was like living in this small room for the anyway. So yeah, and they were considered to be the very special messengers of the gods, and that kind of shrine was dedicated for all those princesses generation to generation. Ooh, thanks a lot. Angels, yeah, I guess they would call it the angels, but they were specifically like mortified, if you will, made as like worshipped as God, because they believe that's their connection to the spiritual world. I forgot the word for that. I know there is like an English word for that, but shamans, if you will. Yeah, they were like shamans. All right, we're here at the main entrance here. So what's hip about this shrine is you see this visual map aid here, touch screen. So this is where we were. Visual, yeah, see, visual touch screen, precinct map. Shows you the map here. So we're here, and let's see, there's some English words in there, and we're going in there. That's pretty cool. So pray. Let's see. So for the prayer, what we do, I think they tell us what we do here. Pray, put the money in the saisen box. Ooh, bow twice deeply. Clap your hands twice. And bow once more deeply. So that's pretty cool. Anywho, yes, it's a real high-tech screen here. Touch screens. Doesn't look like an ancient architecture, but hey, why not? All right, let's go in. So we're finally here at the main gates here. Got the leaf blowers there, doing his job. It really is lovely. The contrast of the green and the vermilion red. Very, very cool. And as we saw here, World Heritage Sites, Historical Moments of Ancient Kyoto. And that's it. It is in conformity with the Convention concerning the protection of world cultural and natural heritage, adaptation by United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Kamomioya Shrine is inscribed on the World Heritage List as a historic moment of ancient Kyoto. It is thus internationally recognized as a place exceptional and universal value of cultural heritage eligible to preservation for the benefit of all mankind. Interesting. Okay. So let's just go in here. So yeah, we know that this was a religious entity, a holy wood, founded by the Kamo family since around 19 BC, but the structures that you will see here, formed of the shrine, we know that it kind of dates back to 658, 600, mid 600s AD. Real cool rock right here. I think that's a holy rock. That's reading to the beat. Yeah, anyway, so yeah. Yeah, another holy rock. Here, this actual rock is representing our anthem, natural anthem. Our natural anthem is really about molds on rocks. And I think that's the one rock that kind of comes up in our natural anthem. Anywho, so yeah, these buildings were found in the mid 650 AD-ish area. Another leaf blower here. So this is little small shrines right here that's got a little, you know, familiar wood here. Let's see. Okay, so what's interesting about this wood right here is that it's kind of two trees becoming as one at the top. You see that area right there, how it kind of blended in together and like formed as one tree. So that is actually the thing special about this, and they thought it was very holy and heavenly. Alright, let's go in. Thank you for the question, A Sparkle 2003. What is the meaning of the rock in your anthem? So the meaning of the rock in our anthem is that also holiness. We believe that gods do reside in rocks. Rocks do have intentions. You know, they're alive almost. And so that's kind of our way of saying our country is very holy and it's very prosperous. Okay. So anywho, this is the entrance here. And besides, we see the barrels of sake. Our emperor. And here we are. I'm trying to get to a quieter place, but whew, everybody's cleaning down here. Alright, so yeah, let me just walk around, give you previews here. Hope you can hear me now. Oh, thanks, Chris. Thank you so much. Okay. Alright. So I know people are cleaning up. I'm just going to try to hide out to a little more quieter place here. With this microphone on my mask. Anywho. I know you got lots of questions. Let's hold on for a moment. Whew. All right, so why we saw the sakes in the entrance of the shrine. Sake is actually most popular donation that relates to the Shinto gods, tea, because sake, the simple fact is that God gave us rice. God gave us the sun, the rain, the water, the good soil, and that's why we're able to receive rice. So from that rice, we make a very special tasty drink, sake, and return it back to the gods in appreciation of how wonderful rice we had because of them. Ooh. Yeah, so that's why the rice was there, stacked up in the air. Anywho, yeah, so we're in the middle area here. I hope you can see, ooh, the inside. Another gimbal failure. I might just have to switch, ain't I? I'm back. Okay. Like beer in Mexico or Germany? I hope so. I think so. Is sake cheap in Japan? It's like wine. There's a lot of cheaper ones, but the high-ranked ones are very, very expensive. Yeah, so anyways, this is shrine that kind of was very in close relationship with the emperor. You know, all the emperors came here to pray for protection and longevity. Oops. I'm gonna switch to a selfie stick here. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me hold on for a moment. I'm gonna switch this to a selfie stick. Oops. Alright, sorry you all. I know it's gonna be a little bit more shaky now because of my gimbal failure, but show must go on. Anywho, okay. Flip it. So all these structures here were based on the structures that they found in the 650s era. All, you know, the characteristic of shrines, the architecture, they're all based on wood. They're almost always made with wood. And yeah, so and in shrine culture, they do renovations of all these structures that you see here every 21 year or 20 years. So every 20 years, they don't, I guess they repaint all the red stuff. They, refurbished the roofs and fix the bad trees to the good new old trees. Etc., etc., etc. In the recent pictures was, I guess, a couple years ago. Yeah, so it looks very new. This is actually another Shinto idea that, keep the spirit as it is from the ancient ages, but renew the structures, what you can see, something more cool like this. Anywho, okay, let's just go on here. Guys, yeah, thanks so much for the +1s, +2s, and all the donations on the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so again, a beautiful, beautiful stream here in this shrine/park. So we see a lot of people doing the cleanings in here. Yeah, it's again another little. I guess they're not open yet. Anywho, yeah, it's just a little shrine by the stream here, which you can actually go in. You can actually go in like this. And touch the waters. It's pretty cool right here. So yeah, everything is considered, you know, again, the holy water runs through the shrines, middle of the shrine, which is pretty cool. Mikaela, thank you. So there's a little waterfall on the back behind here. You can hear it. All right. Now I thought I could buy some fortunes here today. Oh, okay, never mind. And we got little picturesque singing here. That's how they dressed up back then. The princesses at least dressed up back then. Yeah, I'm gonna almost, Shannon, how are you for time? The selfie stick is really shaky. Yes, I understand that. I'm almost done. So anyways, just a little last walk here. Yeah, that's just how the princesses used to dress up when they do the spiritual rituals here. Anywho, folks. All right. Whew. So I thought I would do a little fortune, donate a fortune back there, but the altar was closed, so I couldn't do it. Anywho, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I should have charged my gimbal. And I'm almost done, so I'm just gonna take you to the main gate here. Again, yeah, my apologies for the inconveniences, guys, the selfie stick and for the time, but I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you enjoyed gonna move back. Whew. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed all the sceneries. I'm almost done here. Weddings here as well, like that. And Meggy. So anywho, folks. Yeah, thanks again for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Sorry about all the inconveniences, the noises. It happens. You never know what's gonna happen, right? Life is an adventure. Anyway, thank you so much for visiting the shrine. You know, not many tourists comes here, even though it's a World Heritage Site, because, you know, it's not so convenient to travel from the city center. But it is a very important place for us. It is a very important shrine for us and for the Japanese, for the local Kyoto people, whatnot. So yeah, anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for all the comments and the supports. I see a lot of super chats here, and I see the PayPal link and all that, and I loved to see all your comments. Anywho, so thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining in. I'm gonna have to say goodbye here now. And I hope to see you guys again. I think I do have some other plans coming up early June. Stay put for that. Meanwhile, please do stay safe. And I hope you guys would, you know, be able to travel again, see you in person, because in person is much better, much beautiful. So, anywho, yeah, please do hit that share button, like button on Facebook. Please support Chris Sandeman's tours in any way possible. And again, thanks for joining in. I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.